Hello and welcome or welcome back to Charlie's Crochet. Um, I it is like 4 p.m. bang on the dot on Monday. I've literally just finished work. I try to do these videos on the weekend and I just completely failed this weekend. I'm operating on like 2 hours of sleep. I don't know if it's obvious. I feel like it looks obvious. I'm like so tired. But yeah, I thought I had hoped to do like some springy kind of crochet market projects. I was going to get like a whole list of like Ravelry things that I wanted to try. And then this weekend I went on a side quest to dye my own yarn. And I thought that I might talk about that instead because it's what I've got. um, Yeah, so I've been on a bit of a sock kick in general recently. In the past 2 weeks, I don't know if anyone watched my whip frogging video, the first one. Actually, I think those whip frogging videos are like the most popular thing I've uploaded to this channel, and that's by a wide margin, and they haven't got that many views, so eh, you know. But I frogged these before. They were these socks with um, this cable heart pattern. Why is the camera the wrong way around? Sorry. Oh, yes, there we go. This heart's cable pattern. I've just got my microphone on a crochet hook, so it's not like flopping around on my clothes and making weird static noises. But yes, I'd frogged these way back when, and I had been intending to reknit them, and last week, the week before that, I don't know, I finally got an opportunity to do that, so I'm actually quite happy with how they've turned out. They were far more comfortable than the ones I made the first time. What I did was, usually I increase every 2 rows for the gusset, or so it's every second row because that's what the Nimble Needles pattern that I use says to do. This one I decided to start the increases like way back here and do them every third row, just to give the top of my foot, like my arch, a bit more space to get into the sock, because the cable on the top makes it quite tight. And I think I added 4 more stitches than I normally do, and that's been very good, and now they actually fit. Mostly I still actually have to block them and weave in the ends, obviously, but I can get them on and off, and I couldn't before, so it's an improvement, right? Anyway, and the other ones that I made are, those were in a superwash merino one, from Hobie, I think the yarn was. I got a bunch of sock yarns way back. I intended to crochet socks, and it didn't work for me. The other one I did is these heart socks. So I don't know if you can see the little lace heart pattern. Both the heart patterns were from the same website, and I'll link to where they are below. I do the socks toe up, which is what has allowed me to use that pattern. So if you know how to do a toe up sock, you can do like all sorts of fun lace on it and stuff, without having to actually have a pattern. I just found like this free lace textures and cables and whatever on this website. So that's been quite good. Socks. Why am I talking about socks? Oh yeah. I have this green skirt I bought at the start of the year, and I don't have any dark colored socks. So most of the ones that I've bought are like paler colors and stuff, and I tend to wear either sneakers or like Mary Jane type shoes that I need to wear socks with them. And so knitting has been an opportunity for me to be able to make socks that I just can't find in stores. And because in my hobbies, I take every opportunity to maximize the customization of things, I've been experimenting for a while with dyeing my own yarn. So the first time I ever tried, I had gotten this sock yarn. I got 3 things of that, of the same yarn, because I thought I'm for sure going to mess this all up and have to retry it. But no, it kind of worked out. These are the second pair of socks that I ever knit. They look like Christmas stockings, but that's because I have like enormous calves. That's why I don't wear sort of higher on the leg socks. But yeah, so I thought I'd try and make a pair. So I got this undyed yarn, and I knitted it into a sock blank. So I split the skein in half, the hank in half, and then knitted 2 pieces together into a sock blank, and then dyed it in this rainbow. And those are just with like RIT dyes, because that's what Spotlight has. Like, this is not a professional enterprise. Nothing I do could be considered professional. I just literally throw crafts around and see what sticks. And it came out really, really cute. The orange went a bit hard, and that's sort of a consistent issue with that orange. I don't love orange as a color in general, and I kind of think I did them upside down. I mean, it's supposed to be a rainbow because the top is like red to purple at the bottom, which makes sense because that's how a rainbow should go, right? But I really don't like the warm colors. I'm not a huge red, orange, yellow person. So I kind of disappointed myself with that a bit, but they're very cute still, so I definitely will get wear out of them. I actually made them initially for choir. Yeah, because we're allowed to wear like rainbow accessories with our things, but I think I might actually tend to wear the cable ones that I've just finished. I might wear these more often, just because I don't like a high sock. I am very much an ankle sock person. So it was my first attempt at dyeing, and it came out like surprisingly well. So the second one that I did was this linen linen cotton blend, and this one was not so good. I was trying to go for like, I'd seen all of these gorgeous yarns with like black and then like a rainbow through like only a little part of it, and there used to be a website that I saw on Reddit that sold it in like a cotton yarn, but I've not been able to find anything except for wool, and I really wanted like a cotton shirt, so I bought this cotton linen and I decided to try and dye it myself. It came out really heavy in the green, and the yellow just completely faded. Most of the white, I mean, some of it is like, I didn't get the black close enough to the rainbow, and I actually don't even know how to do that. Like, I don't know how you get like a crisp bit where the black ends and then it goes into a rainbow. So I'm gonna have to like play with that in the future to try and figure it out, I think. But yeah, the yellow sort of washed out a bit from the middle, so you can't really see it, so it just kind of comes up very pink and green and red a bit there. I feel like it looks better in person than it does on the video. It looks very, very pale in person. Sorry, in the video it's actually quite not that much. It's a bit more brighter. But I do love that, and I've worn it a couple of times going out with my family and stuff. So as I was saying, I got this green skirt, and I wanted to make some socks for it, and I also wanted to knit some gloves for my sister, because we're going skiing in maybe 2 years' time, so I'm jumping the gun a little bit on that one. But I had liked on my Etsy for ages this gorgeous green, like neon green yarn from Evergreen Yarn Studio, I believe. I'll pop it up on the screen if I remember. But they, since tariffs or gas prices, I don't really know, it's just getting crazy expensive to ship anything from America to me. So it was going to cost as much as a hank of yarn cost. It was going to cost that much again to ship it to me. And I mean, $60 is a lot to pay for yarn. I know you can get good yarn for that much, and I've seen like some really pretty yarns and stuff, but yeah, $30 for a pair of socks, because I can get almost 2 out of one skein, and if I use like a different color for the toe and the heel, I can get 2 pairs out of one skein of yarn. But it's just so much money. Yeah, so it was kind of hard for me to justify spending that much money on one color of yarn. So that's why I decided to end up trying it myself. And this was the yarn that I ended up with. And what I did, literally, I wish I'd taken photos or videos or something of my dyeing process, because I just got this wet and then hot and then threw every green that I could find at Spotlight at it. And it looks like a mess, kind of. But it's actually knitting up like super cute. And again, it looks a bit pale in the video, I think. It might be the ring light, it's not like true color. But it's this beautiful, like mostly forest with a bit of like a neon yellow and a bit of black in there. I said to Ella, it's kind of like if Fern Gully was a bit radioactive. But no, I'm super psyched that it seems to be working pretty well, and I love it with the black, and it is almost the forest green color, or the emerald green, or whatever you'd call it, is almost an exact match for the skirt that I wanted to knit socks for, so I'm super psyched to finish them. And then while I was there, I dyed, he has something. While I was there, I also dyed this purple, and I did that one afterwards, and it's picked up a bit of the black from the dye that was in there before, so it's got a bit dark and splotchy in places. But if there's anything I've learned about hand dyeing yarns, which is not a lot because I literally have not attempted to learn anything, I was trying to match that shade more than the sort of dark one in there. I think I've missed it. It's not there at all. But I do really like that purple. And one of the other stitches on that website that I found is an Eiffel Tower stitch, which I think will look really good on like a dark plain color. And I was going to do it with my leftover sort of teal blue, which is sort of that color. But I actually think it would be a good one for purple as well, so I might try that instead. I'm still have so much else going on. I've been trying to make my sister's present, and I said that I was going to do the Rival tee, but I needed a swatch for it, and it was super dense with the cottons, and because it was going to be so much heavier than the yarn that they recommended to use was going to be, I've switched, and now I'm making her a mesh set of crochet sleeves, and I'm going to knit her a different top with just the 4-ply cotton. And I haven't picked the top yet, and I haven't started it yet. I'm like halfway through the mesh sleeves, but I've like not been sleeping for the last week, and it is just so hard to do things that require like a lot of brain power when I've been sleeping so badly. But I'm trying to fix that, which is why I'm going to cut this short now, because it is 4:20, and I I'm going to edit this when I come back, but I really need to go swimming this afternoon because I'm just trying to like get a bit of exercise in so that I actually might sleep tonight. That's the plan anyway. And hopefully I get this video uploaded tomorrow on Tuesday. And I am sorry that it is nonsense. But hopefully my next one will be more coherent, and hopefully something eventually will be sort of crochet themed, because that's supposed to be my channel, but I've been doing so much knitting lately. I did want to find like little projects that I could make to sell at like markets and stuff, because I wanted to make a bunch to try and sell to raise money for my choir. And I've got some rainbow yarn left from some other projects and that I wanted to get into to do some of that. But I need to do the research component of that before I'm able to actually do the video part of that. So I maybe need another week for video, for research, or, you know, whatever, because I seem to be a bit rushed. I'm going to cut this off right now and go swimming. But thank you for joining me. If you made it to the end of this, you're amazing. My data on YouTube says that not many people do, so thank you for being one of the very few. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I really should put that at the front of the video so that the few that drop out at about 4 minutes, the most that drop out at about 4 minutes actually hear that. But no, you're all great. Thank you for joining me. I need a nap.